Good morning. Now, yesterday I saw this thing come up on I think it was on Instagram Reels, and it really stood out. I was sitting there scrolling. I know I say do not death scroll, but it's hot here, okay, and I couldn't focus. So I was scrolling through, and this guy was telling a story, and it was about buffalo. It was about buffalo. Buffalo running towards the storm. Now, there's a fun fact. Buffaloes are the only animals that run into a storm rather than away from it because they instinctively know that walking into the storm will get them out the weather quicker, right? Despite them knowing that it's going to be hard or they're going to suffer up front, they not only expect to have those problems or to have adversity of running into the storm, but they embrace it regardless of the short-term suffering that running into the storm will bring. So today, we're going to be talking about not running away from our problems. We are going to run towards them. We're going to run towards the storm. We are going to be buffalo. Now, eagles, I know we're always talking about being eagles, and that's absolutely fine, but momentarily we're going to be buffalo because we're going to run towards the storm. So I want you to imagine for a moment the power of the storm. You know, when a storm is coming, you can feel it in the air even before it arrives, right? You can feel, and I'm talking about these like big monsoon type storms. You can feel the intensity, you can feel the pressure of the storm, you can feel the chaos that's about to happen, right? And most people will do anything they can to avoid a storm. But what if I told you that by heading straight towards it, you could discover your truth, your resilience, and your potential? What if I told you that the top 1% of people will run towards the storm? And we know that the top 1% is where we want to be. So if the 1% are running towards the storm, we're running towards the storm, right? So give me a one in the chat if you are ready to be part of that top 1% and run towards your storm. Give me a one in the chat if you're ready to run towards your storm. Louisa, Uma, Marsha, Wendy, come on. Where my action takers, drop some ones in the chat. You know how it goes. I'm not continuing. There they come. Carly. Oh, Erica says 0.5. Oh no, come on. I got Erica, part of the 1%. Dania, excellent, excellent. And give me a 2 in the chat if you're ready to find out why we must run towards our storms. Give me a 2 in the chat. Okay, Erica's ready for that. Marcia, Louisa, Dania, excellent. Glavelle, Carly, yes, yes. Uma, brilliant, brilliant. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Right, so let's jump in. Let's continue. So before I go any further, let me introduce myself. My name is Michelle Jenmy. I am a business coach. I'm an identity mentor, an elite sales specialist, a serial entrepreneur, international speaker. I'm also a mom. I'm also a wife. Okay, I'm a blogger. I do it all. I do it all. And my aim, my purpose is to help you discover your true self. My purpose is to help you shift your mindset, build up your self-esteem and your confidence so that you can go on to achieve your goals and build thriving businesses or build that thriving career. Now, you can choose to pay attention for the next 15 minutes. That is, of course, your choice. I recommend that you do pay attention, but if you do, please minimize distractions and listen with an open mind. And if you are anything like me, you're going to want to grab a pen and some paper because you are going to want to take notes. It is my belief that the information that we share on these calls can change your life immediately if you put some of these steps into action. So with that being said, let's start. Right. So the first reason why we want to run towards the storm, we want to avoid prolonged suffering. Now, let me explain. Ignoring your problems might give temporary relief, right? It feels good at first when you ignore them, but ultimately, when you ignore your issues, when you don't run towards the problems that you're having, it prolongs emotional, mental and physical suffering caused by the issue, right? So confronting your problems allows you to start the process of solving them, having a resolution, and reducing long-term pain. Now think of it this way. If you have a debt, say you have mountain debt, right? Think about it. You're not paying it off. You're not paying attention to it. You're just ignoring it. But what happens to the debt? The interest compounds, right? And it just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And the problem just becomes worse and worse and worse over time. But by facing that debt early, right, it allows you to manage your payments. It allows you to have chats with your financial providers and work out a solution and battle it quicker and bring it down, as opposed to waiting for it to become a mountain and then you can see no way out. Drop a 3 in the chat if you can see how dealing with an issue straight up, straight away, running towards it can help you to avoid prolonged suffering. My 3s are coming in. Excellent, excellent, brilliant. The next thing is when you run towards your problem. Oh, Erica, you're coming on board now. Maybe you're gonna come up from a 0.5. I love it. All the 3s are coming in. Uma, Lavelle, Erica, Zoom user, I don't know your name, Katia, Marsha, Darnice, excellent, excellent, Wendy, Carly. So the second thing is when you're running towards the storm, when you're running towards your problems, you are taking control of your life. So when you face your problems, you really regain a sense of control, right? Avoiding issues allows things like external issues to dominate. So where facing them allows you to take responsibility and allows you to take ownership of them, right? So let's think of it this way. If you are unhappy, for example, in your job, if you are unhappy in your job, addressing the issue by seeking new opportunities or by improving your current situation gives you the power, you know, to start to put your career in the direction that you want to go, as opposed to just sitting there and ignoring the problem, right? So maybe you're lacking a skill that you need in order to get a promotion. If you just sit there and you just keep complaining about it and you don't take that problem on board, you'll get overlooked all the time for promotion, right? Your career won't go in the direction that you want it to be. But by facing it, by facing the problem, taking control of your life and doing something about it, all of a sudden you are in control of your destiny. So this is why we're running towards that issue. Now, problems rarely go away on their own. We might think they do, but they very rarely go away on their own. So ignoring a problem doesn't make it disappear, right? In most cases, it makes it worse over time. And by the time you are forced to face it, it has escalated into something much more difficult to manage. So think of something like a small health issue, maybe a toothache, right? You start with a little toothache, you ignore the toothache, you pretend like it's not there. Before you know it, your whole face swell up. And what could have been a simple, I don't know, maybe cleaning or simple something from the dentist, then turns into a whole operation. And teeth operations aren't cute, they're not fun, and they don't feel good at all. So dealing with that um head on and early, really prevents you from having bigger complications. I'll give you another example. In November, I had to have a back operation. Now, I'd been feeling a twinge in my back for quite a while, and I was just like, I'll just stretch it, I'll have a massage, it'll be fine. I'm like, I've had kids. This little twinge isn't anything, it's a little pain. I'm going to just continue my life. Anyway, so I'm walking one day with the hubby and my leg goes numb. And he's like, right, Michelle, this is enough. You need to go see the doctor. So I go to the doctor, get MRI and all this done. Ends up, I need to have an operation because I have a slip disc, right? He goes to me, slip disc operation, you should be in and out 30 minutes, 60 max. Do you know how long I was on the operating table? 4 hours, because I'd been ignoring that pain for so long and limping around and rubbing my leg when it was going numb and smacking my back and all this kind of stuff to, bring it down, and getting hubby to massage me, massage my back at night. You know what I mean? And I was ignoring the problem. 4 hours I was on that operating table, and it could have been a simple 30-minute procedure. In fact, it probably could have been fixed with therapy, you know, if I had paid attention to the problem straight up. So therefore, don't ignore your problems. They're not going to go away. Deal with things straight away. Deal with things straight away. Drop a two in the chat if you're resonating with this and you know that you need to maybe stop putting things on the back burner and deal with things straight away. Darnice, she feels it. Carly, Daniel, Louisa, Erica, excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, dealing with your problems straight up builds resilience for future challenges. Okay, so faith in and overcoming your problems, it really strengthens your resilience and prepares you for future challenges. And the more you face, the more mentally and emotionally prepared you are when adversity comes, when your problems come. So we've talked about this before, falling forward or failing forward. So entrepreneurs often fail before they succeed, right? And I know a lot of us on here are entrepreneurs or part-time entrepreneurs. So each failure builds their resistance. Every time you fail, it's building up your resistance, it's building up your backbone, right? And it makes you better equipped to handle future obstacles in your business, right? So it helps you to fail forward. Remember, and I say this almost every week, we never lose, we win or we learn. That's a Nelson Mandela quote, one of my favorite ones stuck up on my wall. We never, ever lose. We win or we learn. So running towards your problems helps you to build resilience. So face them up front, face them up front. And the last one I'm going to talk about is increased confidence. And this one is dear to my heart because everything I do is to help you to increase confidence. Everything that I do is to help me increase confidence, right? So each time you confront a problem and you overcome it, your confidence grows. And when your confidence grows, it really empowers you to tackle even more significant challenges that might be coming up because you now have more confidence in your abilities and you have assurance that you know how to handle any issues that might come up, right? So again, I love my examples. Let's put in a real world scenario. So someone who has successfully faced difficult conversations, say with a boss, with a business partner, with a spouse, with anybody, becomes more confident in handling interpersonal conflicts in the future, and it really improves relationships because you know how to handle issues, right? So even me, let me think of something. Um, I used to hate making phone calls, used to hate speaking to people, because I didn't want difficult situations to come up. I didn't want, there's other things as well. Things like I didn't want people to think, oh, what is she talking about? Is she dumb? Or, there were all kinds of things that would come up. But I found that as I became more confident in speaking to people, as I trusted my abilities, as I trusted myself more, it became easier and easier and easier because with each time I spoke to someone on the phone or each time I did something new, my confidence would increase, right? So drop a three in the chat form if this resonates with you. If you know that you need to start to confront your problems so that you can overcome them and your confidence can grow so you can deal with them better in the future. So Lavelle, Darnice, Marsha, brilliant, brilliant. Head on. Yeah, Carly, amazing, amazing. Wendy, I can see those threes coming in. I can see those threes coming in. And in true Michelle fashion, I'm going to end with a quote this morning. So to find the rainbow, you must first embrace the storm. It's not in avoiding the winds of life, but it's about facing them. That is how you discover your true power. So, as we close off the day, remember that the storms you face are not here to break you, right? But to build you up into something stronger, to build you up to be wiser, to build you up to be more resilient. So, keep moving forward. Head towards that storm, run towards it full blast. Like Usain Bolt speed, just run towards that storm and claim the growth that is waiting for you on the other side. And this is something that we in the rebuild say all the time. There is no testimony without the test. There is no testimony without the test. Everything you are going through, you are going to be growing through. That I got that one from Danielle. Everything you are going through, you're going to grow through to get to the person that you need to be, to get to that person that you want to be. Because an overcoming procrastination. Yep, it does have to overcome procrastination. Perfect alignment. Oh, thank you, Marcia. That part, no testimony without the test. You know what, Kathy? We say it all the time, and it's so true. It is so true. You know, sometimes we're going through stuff and we're like, why me? Why does this have to happen to me? You know, we go through it all the time. But when we get to the other side, we're like, now I know why I was going through that. Now I understand why God was putting me through that. Now I understand why the universe was putting me through that, because now I've got the steps to be better. Now I know how to do something better. So yeah, it is very, very true. Oh, we love you too, Katia. So Wealth Pioneers. Wealth Pioneers is my group. Now on the Wealth Pioneers, I put all of our recordings, all of my recordings are on my Wealth Pioneer portal. A team, if you could just drop the link for the Wealth Pioneers in there for me. So the Wealth Pioneers is my school group. School is absolutely free for you. Don't worry about it. And it's a community to transform your mindset, embrace innovation, innovative income strategies, and embrace essential skills for financial independence, right? So what we really do there is we want to ignite your potential and start a new path to financial success. Now, within my school group, let me tell you something. We are a growing community and we have all kinds of people in there. I've got specialists in sales in there. I've got people that do that specialize in property. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Dania. I've got if you want to write a book, I've got people in there that can help you do that. I mean, I've got all kinds of people, all kinds of small businesses. So you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who you're gonna meet inside that group. So click the link, sign up, free to join. And when you're in there, introduce yourself and then head up to the classroom is right at the top of the screen, classroom, and you'll see all of the recordings there for all the sessions that I have done. Okay, so click that link. Now I want to talk to you about visual lifestyles. Every Friday when I come on here, I tell you about something else that I'm doing. You know that I am big on travel right now. I'm coming to you from Barbados. It is 2:21 in the morning. I'm coming to you from Barbados. Last week I was in the UK. This weekend I am meeting up with my mentor and one of my fellow rebuild sisters in Trinidad, and we are going to an amazing conference down there. So I love to travel. I ain't gonna lie, I love to travel. So Vision Lifestyle is the ultimate travel platform with amazing destinations, and it has absolutely amazing savings. You can save on there with things like flights, hotels, cruises, condos. If this is something that you're interested in, get back to the person that invited you onto the call and let them tell you about it. You know, there's something quite special about travel. It just opens up your mind and gives you new experiences in life. So I believe that travel is one of those things that everybody should be doing. And the good thing about this Vision Lifestyles is we do have a special on joining Vision Lifestyles for just this week. It ends on the 30th of September, actually, and it's valid for anyone who gets involved by joining with a Premier Pack. Even if you're already in the company, this is available to you. So again, get back to the person that invited you onto the call or to your upline for more details. So right now we are giving away for free when you've joined between the 22nd of September and the 29th, the 30th of September. Sorry, you're getting a 7-night stay, free stay. You're getting spacious accommodation in one of the condos. You've got global destinations to choose from, and you can bring up to, I believe, 3 guests with you. Okay. And anybody that stayed in a condo, you know that them things ain't cheap for a week. So small investment into the Premier Pack, and all of a sudden you have a 7-night stay. All you got to do is look for flights. So I think that's amazing. And actually, I used Vision Lifestyles to put my hotel in Trinidad to get me some savings as well. So that's absolutely amazing. Right. And of course, we are looking for you. Do you have a story to share? So I'm calling all storytellers, motivators, change makers. The Rebuild Queens are inviting you to speak on our Rebuild Queens platform. Whether you've overcome a challenge, whether you've discovered a powerful lesson, or you simply have a message that would uplift other people. Like Dania uplifted us yesterday with her amazing story. This queen, thank God, her logo, her slogan is "Thank God I went to prison." And her story yesterday, and she left us on a cliffhanger, so she's gonna come back for part two. But absolutely amazing. So if you have a message that could uplift others, this is your chance to share your voice. Join us as we create a space for powerful conversations that will inspire and energize. So every Thursday morning at 7 a.m., we will be hosting a guest speaker to share their message, and it could be you. Okay, so if you are interested in sharing your message on this platform on a Thursday morning, get back to either myself, Danielle, Joan, or Adina, and we will tell you what space we have available. Where's my notebook? We have I think I've got all of November booked up now. November or is it October? I can't, all of October's booked up for sure, and I think into November. Adina says she's gonna be back like Arnold. I'm gonna contact you for that date. I'm not gonna let you procrastinate on it. Right. So I've really enjoyed talking to you this morning. This morning I've been talking to you about running towards the storm, and I've really enjoyed talking to you about it. Make sure you are following me on Instagram, Michelle Jenme on Instagram. And of course, there is my school group again. If you just drop the link in there again. If you are on the recording on YouTube, please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Make sure you join in next week. We're here every Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. UK time. Same link that you used this morning is the same link to get in Monday to Friday. And please, please, please invite anyone onto this call that you know needs a push in the morning. Men and women are welcome. So invite anyone onto this call that needs a push. And with that being said, thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much for your time this morning. I've really enjoyed it. Have an amazing day. Have an amazing weekend. And we will see you 7 a.m. Monday morning. A call will be led by Danielle. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Louisa. We'll see you next week. Don't forget, get back to the person that invited you onto the call if you want to find out more about that Vision Lifestyles Travel Pack. Absolutely amazing value. And of course, anything else. As you know, we do Forex trading, we do all kinds of stuff. So anything that you're interested in, get back to the person that invited you onto the call and have a talk with them about it. So enjoy your weekend, ladies and gents. I'll see you on Monday. Love you loads. Bye.